Say something.
Oh, you're already recording. Oh, my bad. Hello. I'm just like, what are you waiting on?
You!
Oh, sorry.
You!
Hey, you guys.
And welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games. My name is Tom. With me I have...
Mitch.
And... Bilbo, so good to see you. Yes, as again, Hayden's not here. Again. What is this, like the 83rd episode he's missed?
I think so. That's how many punishments he gets, right?
At the minimum. We are going to levy this against him hard.
We can make him watch WWE Season 3.
Can we?
I don't know. That'd be 52 episodes.
You
3 hours apiece.
At this point, he's earned it. We should just make him watch one wrestling event.
I'd be okay with that. I'll come over and I'll start it up.
Anyone who's listening to the show knows for a fact Hayden hates.
We can watch WrestleMania. It's 2 nights.
Oh. All right, yeah, he's got to watch WrestleMania.
But that'd be like April. So
No, we can't wait till then.
Yeah.
He'll be gone for...
Yeah, he'll be gone all next year, so.
All right, well, he's watching all the wrestling. All the wrestling.
It's like, here's the login. You got to watch the entire WWE network.
And you are going to write those trivia questions for him when he comes back. I want the questions he gives me.
For Lord of the Rings?
I want PhD, Cambridge, like, Society, Rhodes Scholar, Fellows level questions.
I could do that. It'd
Good.
be fun.
Good. Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, our news and reviews, we're going to pick up with the last part of Mitch's top 10, his top 10 video games. But before we do that, social media, Mitchell.
Well, you can go to entertainthispodcast.com. You can also go to our Twitter, which is @thisentertain, Instagram, which is entertain.this, our Facebook and YouTube, which is entertainthis, ! Same with our TikTok. And that would be it.
Indubitably. Yes. Quite. Yeah.
My monocle out.
My pipe with the bubbles. The Pacific Rim economy is a little too shaky for my stuffy things.
Anyways, games.
Games.
Well, because I was long-winded in the last episode about my top 10 TV and movies, we're doing games now.
Games.
You will sit down and you will enjoy this.
Damn it. I command it. Your number 10, the Assassin's Creed series.
Which we talked about when we did your top 10 also.
I think I had Brotherhood on there.
Yeah, you had just the Brotherhood, but...
There's a lot of games from Assassin's Creed I didn't like.
There's some that I didn't play. Like, I didn't play the Origins, and I didn't play Syndicate or Black Flag. And I haven't played the Vikings one, but that's the only...
Or Odyssey. I haven't played those.
I played that one.
I stopped playing after Unity.
Okay. Yeah, I've played the first one, the second, Brotherhood, then I played the third one. I played Revelations, I played Unity, and I played Odyssey. Odyssey is the only one I haven't finished. Just because we started doing the podcast and it's hard to finish an Assassin's Creed game in a week.
Yes, Assassin's Creed games are a arduous task.
But like we talked about on your top 10 episode, I really enjoyed playing them just because I like the fictional historical stuff that they added into it.
I did enjoy a lot of that.
It's neat to be able to just run around an open world.
Like Renaissance era Rome.
Yeah.
Or doing, the Middle East during the Third Crusade. Or French Revolution, Paris. And
I've always liked the games where you're sneaking around and, you got to assassinate, sneak
You
into
like
places.
stealth. I wait for stealth as optional.
Yeah, you're going to run in, I guess, in that time period, bow and arrows flinging. And
Well, I mean, I would speed run stealth missions. When it was like, you have to be stealthy. Like, you are forced if you want to continue in this game. Mm-hmm. I would speed run that. Like, there'd be like 2 guards facing away. I'd run double knife them both, and then I'm in the rafters. It's like, like a ninja.
Yeah, I'll sneak along, and I'll kill a guy and drag him into the bushes and hide him there, and I'll kill the next guy.
No, you leave him out there for bait.
Well, it depends on where it's at. Depending on what path I got to go. So
it was a great game.
But yeah,
series of games. The first one was really repetitive.
Yeah, but it was the first time you're kind of learning all the controls.
But it was the first game.
Yeah.
So it was good. I enjoyed it. I replayed it quite a bit.
And I really like the Knights Templar Origins area. So
very fascinating stuff. Before we just jump into the deep row, because I could talk about Assassin's Creed for an hour. We'll jump to your next game.
Okay.
Need for Speed 2.
Yeah.
Of all the Need for Speeds, this is the best Need for Speed.
It was the first one where they had the drag racing.
Yep.
Where you were like in line and you could just like shift left and right in the lines. But Need for Speed's a game that me and my dad would play all the time. And he's not a very big video game fan, but he loved being able to build his car and then just us drag racing. Because he would put his in manual and every time the light turned green, he'd just click, shifting the gears and stuff, and he'd always beat me. But, I was younger at the time.
It's because you're a peon or a pedestrian using automatic shifting.
Well, when I figured out how it all worked.
Me and my brother and my dad, we went through a similar thing. Even in when I was in college with Forza 4.
Oh, yeah?
Because when I was in college, me and my buddies, we would do like the circuit. It would be like one of the Alpine circuits, and we'd get like one of the top of the line like cars, like the best car you can get in the game.
Yeah.
And we would just take turns running the course. And it'd be like, we'd all be sitting there like on the couches or whatever, and there'd be like 10 of us. And like I would go and set whatever time, and then you'd just pass the controller. And if you played until you could beat it, or you'd get like 3 chances to try to beat it, and then you just have to pass the controller because it was like a 2-minute course.
Yeah.
So 6 minutes you couldn't do it. Pass the controller. Someone beats it. Okay, now it goes back to. And we just like do that for like an entire night and had a lot of fun.
For me, my brother, and my 2 cousins that lived with us at the time, my dad was basically Dominic Toretto.
Family.
Well, no, nobody was going to beat him. He was just going to sit there, and he would race all of us one after the other and just beat us. He was really good at it. I don't know why. He couldn't even function a video game now. So, but at the time, he was very.
He was dominant.
He enjoyed it, and we enjoyed playing with him because there was very few games that he would sit down and play with us. So, he was not a big video game person. But yeah, I always enjoyed it. That and it was the first Need for Speed where you actually customize the car. I always liked that, being able to design the different layouts and stuff. So,
your next one, NCAA football,
and basically it's just the series in general because every game was the same. They just updated the stats and the players each year.
I used to play University of Texas, go Longhorns.
I would always play as Georgia, but when I'd play against my brother, basically because he's 5 years younger than me, he would always make me play with like a real crappy team. Like I remember playing San Jose State against Alabama, but he would make me play the crappy teams because it would make the game even for him because his players were dominant, so he had a chance. I still remember beating him one time. I think it was like 70-10 that way, and he got so mad he just threw the controller, stormed off. It was very gratifying.
I was never good at the NCAA or Madden games, but I could always beat the brakes off my brother. And then my dad was like suddenly a savant at the game. Because, it'd be like the part where like you pick the play, and my dad's like flipping through the playbook looking for the play he wants to run.
Yeah.
Or the pattern, the scheme he wants. And then whatever you thought he was going to do, he did the total opposite. He would destroy me and my brother. Because it'd be like, oh, he would just do random plays out of nowhere. He would do a fake punt for no reason. Well, but he'd get it because we weren't expecting him to try it.
Well, that's what I eventually got. My brother, like in the newer Madden games now, we would play, and if you're playing sitting on the couch next to each other,
you can see the plays.
There's 3 plays for each person. Well, I'd always just pick a play, and then I'd get up to the line. I just called an audible. Like I didn't, hit the X button to pull up the audibles, and I just press another button because I knew which the 3 audibles were. So I would just change it right there on the line depending on what he's lined up. And he hated it so much because I'd have like 3 run plays on the board. I'd pick one, and then by the time I got down there, I'd already audible to a pass play, and he had all his guys pulled up. So it was fun. Fun to mess with.
Yeah, I learned how to play football. Yeah, I learned how to coach and run a game.
But yeah, I've always, football. I've always.
They're coming back with the NCAA.
Yeah,
because the NCAA is a corrupt organization that exists for no reason.
Well, they finally decided that they'll pay the players for using their likeness. So
they should have
they get royalties.
They should have just did.
Yeah.
Your next one is the Batman Arkham series.
Yes. Have you ever played any of those?
No, I've not played a single one.
As far as I know, each game has won Game of the Year when it came out. That's Batman Asylum, Arkham City, and then Arkham Knight. Which you start off where it's semi-open world. You're basically just stuck in the asylum and on the island that the asylum's on, and you can travel from place to place. And Joker broke all the criminals out, and you're trying to put them all back in there. You got to get them all back.
Beat them all into near death.
Yeah,
and put them in a cell.
Well,
even though they all have broken bones, contusions, concussions, and brain damage.
Yeah, in this series, everything the story connects throughout the entire thing. Mm-hmm. And at the end of Asylum, it moves on to where they've built Arkham City, where basically they've walled off a small corner of the city, and all the all the criminals and stuff are just left to their own devices inside. They're locked. Nobody can go in or out because Hugo Strange is locked off the wall because he's the counselor, the doctor, and he deems them all unfit for society. So they're all just quarantined behind this wall, and Batman's going in because he knows Hugo Strange is a bad guy, so he's going in to fix it. Which other things ensue, and the story goes along.
Some nonsense here and there.
But it was the first time that basically you had the city to play with as Batman. You could go from rooftop to certain buildings.
You could stand there and brood.
It was really cool. They had a lot of different Batman skins where they didn't do anything for your character other than just change the appearance. But it was really cool because you could be Batman.
I know the Beyond suit was in it.
Yeah, you could be Batman Beyond. You could be the Yellow Lantern Batman. Where he's got basically the Yellow Lantern instead of the Green Lantern suit. He had all sorts of different ones from different periods of time, but it was a lot of fun. And then they had Arkham Knight, which is the most recent one, but it's where the first time you had basically had all of Gotham City because it's on the Xbox One, and you had the Batmobile that you could use, and the story and the lighting. I don't know, I can't remember if it was ray tracing or not. But it's a beautiful game, and it's so detailed and so involved with the entire city. You could take forever and play it and beat it. And it's pretty neat because it involves a good storyline using the Red Hood, Deathstroke, and the Joker is part of it as well. So, and Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill reprise the roles as the Joker and
R.I.P.
And Batman in the series. So
the true voice of Batman.
Yeah.
Your number 5, PUBG.
Player Unknown
Battlegrounds. I remember when this came out. This was like a sleeper game. It was just out suddenly.
Well, yeah.
And everybody's like, bro, you played PUBG? And I'm like, what is PUBG? And it's like, it's a battle royale. It's like, what's a battle royale? We didn't know. Nobody knew. It was a wild time.
Well, because it came out originally as like a beta to where you could just, it was free to play. You download it. It's still free to play, but it was
janky as hell.
It was the first time where you could just load into a map and it's you versus
100 people.
Yeah, 100 people. Or you and your three friends versus 100 people. And I still this came out when basically when I started work. We all started working together. And I remember there was one night. I think it was me, you, and Britt, or me,
or Pez.
Pez was in it, but it was like me, you, and Britt, or me, you, and Garmin, or something like that. And there was one. Pez was trying to drive across the map, and the entire time, a red circle would show up. We'd get to the edge of it, it would disappear. Another one would show up.
It's like it was chasing us,
and he was just just trying to drive and avoid the bomb.
Because Pez would start screaming, and if Pez started losing his mind, Britt had already lost it. Because me and him would do like the Dukes of Hazzard. I would drive with the Dacia, and I would do barrel rolls with the car. And Britt would be leaning out the window shooting for no reason at nobody. He'd be just screaming when we did it. And then me and him and Pez, we would do the hot breach. We'd find shotguns. We'd find the semi-automatic ones, kit them out, extended max suppressors, every throwable in the game. And we'd run out of the house. We'd see a team, and I'd just yell hot breach. And they would start throwing everything through the windows while I shot the door apart and started throwing stuff through like smoke grenades, flashbangs, Molotovs, grenades, C4, everything you could possibly have, pans, bricks. It didn't matter. We were just throwing everything in the house. And like as all everything's exploding, and we're just standing there reloading. And once we had like the last thing, we'd swarm into the house. And by that point, there was like 2 of them dead, 1 down, the other guy's cowering in the corner. And we'd all run in, just I then we'd hold the house and wait for someone else to come in.
I I would not play in the forms that you like to play in. I was a very passive player.
Oh, I mean, I played passive when I played like solos, or if it was like duos or something. But like, I would hide in bushes. I'd lay in the grass because you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I remember there was one match where there was 3 people left, and I was one of those 3. And I just laid down in the grass in a shadow, and I watched these other 2 guys fighting it out. And as soon as they fought, one of them killed the other one. He went to reload. I popped up and was like,
I remember you had to take pictures.
Yeah.
Of your screen when you won.
Yeah.
I had like a folder. I had like 30-something wins in like a month.
Yeah.
Like you had to take it so you could be like talk crap, be like, oh yeah, look at all these games I've won. Because there was no stat tracking or anything.
Well, then I remember there was one game. Me and another friend, we just so happened as the circle closed, we happened to be in the center of it, and we were sitting in a bush. Like I was sitting in one, he was sitting in another.
This is where your fascination with shrubbery.
We were both sitting in a bush apiece. And these 2 teams were on both sides of us, fighting each other, shooting and throwing grenades, and we just weren't moving.
It's like, just stay still. Stay where you are.
Like, we took a little bit of damage from a grenade or something, and we would just heal it back up real quick.
It's like bandaging.
They killed each other, and they were running around in circles looking for whoever was left, and they could not find us. And eventually, they both, like, went over to the side or something like that, and we just stood up and shot them in the back. Oh, man, it was... I can only imagine the cursing that was going on when they realized where we were.
Oh, yeah, because there was no DEFCON.
No.
I remember I got stuck in the blue zone with Pez, and like it was like we were on the opposite side, and we're running. We had a car, we flipped it, and by we, Pez, and we're just going along, and it's just like we weren't gonna make it. We were out of heals. I mean, we still had like Narnia to cross, and I was in front of Pez, and I was like, "We're not gonna make it," and he's like, "No, we're gonna make it." I was like, "We're not gonna make it," and I turned around and I downed him. I shot him in the face, and he starts laughing, and I'm like cackling hysterically while I'm killing him.
I remember there was a couple of times I played, like, I wasn't even trying to win. I would go in as a solo against, like, the quads or duos. Yeah. And I watched, there was one time, there was this team that I would just troll people. Like, they would park in front of a house.
And you'd get inside the car and wait or lay underneath it?
No, there was a couple of times I sat there and I shot the back tires so they couldn't drive very well. And then when the driver got in, he'd start to drive. I'd kill the driver, and the person in the passenger seat's still trying to figure out what's going on. So I would kill him as well.
I used to lay underneath the truck.
Or attach C4.
With the frying pan, and I'd wait. And someone would get in the truck, and I'd jump in, and I'd be sitting in the back seat looking at him, and like they'd just be driving and just go bonk, 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 and kill him.
I was gonna say you could sit in the back seat with a pistol, and you could just sit there in like the Jeeps or whatever, and just wait for him to get in the car.
It was such a that game used to be so cool.
Like
that game used to be so fun.
It was
Warzone ruined that game, and probably to a lesser degree Fortnite, because I think Fortnite came out at the same time, but Fortnite was cartoony nonsense.
Yeah,
we didn't want to play that.
But it was a fun game.
Your next one, WWE SmackDown 2.
Yes, this is on PlayStation.
Yeah. I think my brother had the PS2 version. Or like they did like a re-release or something. He had some WWE game. I think it was this one.
Me and my brother and my cousin would play this game all the time. And a lot of times we play like the Royal Rumble version where every time you throw somebody out, another one would come in. Well, because you could only have 4 players on the screen at a time, there'd be 3 of us in the ring. Whoever would come, the computer player comes running out. We would just stomp him and just beat him, doing our special moves or whatever. Throw him out, and we would just do that to every player that came, like every computer player that came in, until it was just the 3 of us. Then we'd fight it out, or we would do like a lot of matches where it was like a 4-way battle, and then the 3 of us would just beat up one person forever until we could pin them.
We'll be right back.
Ever wondered what a rhythm-based stealth game with dinosaurs might look like? Or a farming sim in space with zombies? Welcome to the Gaming Blender podcast. I'm Matt, and with my co-host Scott, we take a random game genre and random game mechanics, blend them all up, and pitch wild, totally hypothetical games you've never heard of, and maybe shouldn't. New episodes every other week. Hit play and unleash your inner game dev. No coding required. Search the Gaming Blender on your favorite podcast app now.
I mean, I had fun playing whatever that WWE game
Oh,
you
yeah.
and Hayden played.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, it was BS because you were superior at the game and knew.
I know, and then y'all always double
For
team me.
some reason, because we had to. The controls worked better for you for some reason, not us.
I like when the one match where I was like, yeah, we'll all pick our people, and then I picked the other guy. And you're like, what monstrosity is that?
And I was like, we're playing against this custom character. It's like, this is like playing Madden, and you got the dude who has plus 99 every stat. It's just like, me and Hayden are like level 80-somethings, and you just come out max to the brim. You're like 8 feet tall. You weigh 500 pounds. You're jacked. You have a helmet on.
It was the Fiend.
We're doing every move possible, and nothing worked. It was stupid.
It was the Fiend.
It was stupid.
I picked Brock Lesnar when y'all weren't paying attention to just start the matchup.
Stupid. Dumb.
But yeah, that was my WWE SmackDown 2 was my first. I guess I won't say modern. It was PlayStation, but it was the first above Super Nintendo and Nintendo style wrestling game. So
your next one is
an NES Nintendo.
An NES Nintendo game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Yes, and it's the one that they had in the arcade, like the arcade cabinet, except for it was on the Nintendo, and they added a couple extra levels. But it was the 2 players where you go through the story. Me and my cousin probably played that for hours on end because I would stay with my grandmother during the summer when my mom was working, and my cousins would live there when they were during the summer and working with my dad. So when they'd come home from work, I would still be there. I'd spend the night at my grandparents, and we would play until the sun came up, and then they would go to work. Between that,
I bet they were tired.
that and then the next one, we would play all the time. But
so we'll talk. I guess we can talk about the next one too as we transition. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time.
Yeah, that was the Super Nintendo.
That's the one we played on the. That was on the Game Pass, right? That came out.
No, that's the Shredder's Revenge.
Okay.
But Turtles in Time is it was another one that was an arcade game that you could go to the arcade and play at the time. But they had a Super Nintendo version of it also. But I remember taking days like me and my cousin, we would be playing it all day long. My grandmother, she would take us to the store, like to the dollar store or whatever, and we'd get those candy cigarettes, and we'd be playing. We're like, all right, gotta pause. Take our candy cigarette, and we get back in and start playing.
It was just such a simpler time in society.
But I remember the Super Nintendo version was a lot simpler, so we would play that until we beat it, and then we'd play it again.
I miss those days. It was like the best games we had were like Nintendo and 64 or something, or NES or Super Nintendo.
But it was just like
you go to Blockbuster, rent a movie, get the big bucket of popcorn, rent a video game, hang out with your friends, or play like LAN parties or whatever. Like you and your buddies are all playing Halo on split screen or something. God, it was just.
But both of these were just the
so few responsibilities.
TMNT 2 and then the Turtles in Time. They were just a side-scrolling beat 'em up. 1 or 2 buttons or 4 buttons on Super Nintendo, and it was just a lot of fun. That was the game I played all the way up until. I've actually got the TMNT collection on Xbox where I can go back and play these same games. It's a lot of fun. I play with my little nephew every now and then.
Nice. Your next one, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the 2006 or 7? I think
7 or 8.
I think 7.
It's the first online game I ever played.
Yeah, this is the first online shooter I played.
And
multiplayer. I didn't have Xbox Live at the time, but my buddies had it down the street. So me and my brother, we just rotate playing Modern Warfare.
Well, like when I was in college, I wasn't a big gamer, growing through high school and college. And then my parents bought this for us when I was a freshman in college. Well, my sophomore year when I came home and started going to a different school, I started playing this, and I think I had probably at least 29 days of playtime on this game before the next one came out. And me, my cousin, and he had a bunch of buddies that he played with. I mean, we would play, and we were good enough as a team where we would play pistols only against the other team. Like, they would use whatever they want.
I would annihilate my brother. We would do shipment 1v1s because he'd be like, he's like, I'm getting good. He's like, I'm going to beat you. And I was like, okay. And we'd play. And he goes, this is dumb. And I was like, all right, I'll use the pistol only. And I would set where it was headshots only with pistols. And I would smoke the crap out of him.
I remember playing.
I used to beat the brakes off all my friends.
I remember playing with a bunch of guys. Like one guy's name was like Kenny Keat, Backstabber, Brantford Bound, Crooked Finger. My cousin was Hightower. But we just had a bunch of goofy names, and we would play this for hours. and hours and hours. And I mean, I still feel like it's the best Call of Duty experience that I had. I loved playing the multiplayers, and I love the chat rooms like in between games.
The lobbies.
Yeah,
Or it's like you'd see like it would be like that delay, and then you just see all the microphone icons suddenly light up. You go, your mom's a slut.
Well, when we were playing as a team with the guys that I played with, I was like, you know what, don't worry, guys, don't worry. Like the other team, that's hollering and yelling. It's like, don't worry, we'll use only knives this round, and we'd still win. It might be barely, but we'd win using only knives versus their guns.
You know what kind of blows my mind now I think about it? Because you had the crappy Xbox headset.
Yeah.
The one speaker with the microphone.
Yeah.
And you could hear
nothing.
I mean, you heard people talking.
Yeah, that was
wherever
better
on your team, but like you had your TV volume. You knew everything was. You knew what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, look at us in 2023 complaining we can't hear footsteps. It's like maybe our hearing's just going.
Probably.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
They want you to take the roles.
Who's that over there? But it was just, that was the prime. That was the pinnacle. That was the golden age of online shooting,
and
of online, multiplayer shooters.
And that's why I'm hoping,
and we didn't realize it.
I'm hoping they fix the servers. And I want to go back and play Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2.
I'm YouTubing people again. Give me the UMP. Give me the USP with the tack knife, and I'm knifing you across the map. Give me the spaz. Give me the double model 1886s so I can do the spin.
I just need my intervention.
Yeah, give me the intervention.
Little suppressor.
10th prestige, level 55. God, it was such a great time. Your last game, Pokemon.
I don't know how long I played this game, but I would play it, I would beat it, and I'd start it over.
Which Pokemon?
I had red.
You had red?
Yeah.
So my first Pokemon game wasn't red or blue or yellow. It was silver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had red, then I had yellow, then I had silver. My brother had gold.
I don't think my brother had gold. Or he might have had gold.
I mean, they're the same game. And just one or two different Pokemon would show up.
Yeah, I for silver you could get Lugia.
Mm-hmm.
And
gold was Ho-Oh.
Yeah, I wanted Lugia. Lugia was cooler.
That's what I had, was silver. But yeah, I played Pokemon Red, which is the very first Pokemon game. And, it was cool because at the time there was no looking up how to do stuff.
No.
You just had to figure it out.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Or maybe you had like that one kid that just knew.
Yeah.
Like my buddy down the street, John. Mm-hmm. He knew how to get to like a certain part, and I gave him my game. And like the next day at school, like he gave the cartridge back and goes, "All right, you're caught up, you're good." And I like loaded back in, like all my Pokemon were like 20 levels up.
Well, that and after having it for a while, everyone figured out there's this little glitch you could do with the missing number. You surf up and down the little Cinnabar Island on the coast, and you could fight this Pokemon. Well, if you fight he shows up, you knock him out, and then it's either you knock him out or you have to turn your game off and restart it. But whatever item you had in this certain spot in your cart, you'd automatically have 99 of them every time.
The Master Ball.
Yeah, you have the Master Ball, the rare candies to where you could level your Pokemon all the way up. But yeah, I did that once I figured it out. But
a couple of years ago, my the battery inside the cartridge died.
Oh, that's so sad. I haven't turned mine on. I'm afraid it has.
It's gone.
Yeah,
all of it was gone. All years, almost 2 decades. Actually, probably 2 decades worth of me playing that game was just gone forever.
I'm afraid mine might be.
All my level 100s, my Typhlosion, my Lugia. It's just
all gone.
Forever gone, man. Gone, man.
All right, well, that is the end of my top 10 from games. Moving on to our reviews.
Welcome to the movies.
Enjoy the show.
Is this a bad time or a good time to look up news?
Probably a bad time.
We're prepared on this show, I assure you.
Anyways, I watched a movie.
No, you didn't.
Called Plane.
Plane?
Yeah, like airplane, but we just called it Plane. Starring Gerard Butler.
Oh, God.
And Mike Coulter.
This is a stupid disaster kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Is this a hijacking movie?
No, it isn't. Because the plane gets hit by electricity and he has to emergency land. He lands on an island in the Philippines or somewhere around there that is inhabited by
cannibals.
Only like military, like pirate kind of people.
So of course.
He has to land the plane, which has no power, onto this like dirt runway, and then he has to keep his people that were on the plane, alive until help can show up. It's actually a better movie than I was expecting. Not great, but better.
I assure you, I was expecting nothing.
It's got a 6.5 on IMDb. I'll give it a 7. It cost $25 million. It ended up making 52. But it's got Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter, which is the guy that played Luke Cage.
Okay.
And some of the little stuff behind it is Butler insisted on the title being called Plane because the producers and stuff are like, we should rename this into something else. And he's like, no, it needs to be Plane.
Plane.
But basically, Gerard Butler's character, their plane gets hit by lightning. He has to land on this island. Well, in waiting to be rescued, the military people that are on this island show up, take hostage all the people that were on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mike Coulter was a prisoner that was being transported, and when all the people are taken, that Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter are going off into the woods to try and find some kind of help when the pirates show up and take everybody else. Well, then it's left to them two to rescue the hostages. And then as they're rescuing the hostages, the people that they were able to contact, which was their airplane headquarters, whatever. I don't know.
Airplane headquarters.
I don't know what it was called.
In crime-ridden Detroit.
But they got in contact with. They said they couldn't send in the military to go get them, so they had to send in some private contractors, which is actually performed. The stunt performers and the consultants are from the Navy SEALs. They play some of the minor roles, and then they consulted on like the main actors on how to do some of the stuff. So it looked good the way they did it. They have some pretty good shots with the guys using a Barrett 50 cal sniper, and he's shooting through the car. Like he sees their feet on the other side, he shoots the bullet through the car, and you see him go.
It's an anti-material round.
As they're driving up, he shoots the engine, and the whole car basically just explodes.
All right. Hayden would be like, it's not accurate.
But it was a good movie. It's not bad. It's on Stars right now if you have that in any form, like whether it's from Amazon or whatever. But it's not the best acting.
Well, duh.
I mean, Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter do really well, but some of the other actors are just they seem kind of cheesy, especially like the guys that are playing like the Taiwanese or whatever they are.
Pirate people.
Yeah, whatever the
Flaming
are.
Dragon.
Basically, yeah. But it's not bad. There's plans for a sequel. Not involving Gerard Butler from what I understand. Just Mike Coulter. Because
what's this one going to be called? Helicopter?
Well, because Mike Coulter is a fugitive, but he helped them. Gerard Butler's character lets him sneak off into the jungle to get away. Mm-hmm. Because he's really not a bad guy from what you can determine. He's not a bad guy. He was just caught in a bad situation. Mm-hmm. And that's why he was being transported, because he was being expedited or extradited back to the U.S. But guess what the next one's going to be called? Ship.
Boo.
Basically, I guess he's getting off the island. So
on a boat?
Nope, a ship.
Ship.
But yeah. Anyways, I give it a 7 out of 10. It was better than I was expecting it to be, and it was interesting. It was a new concept that I haven't seen before. So,
all right.
TV.
Yep.
History began on July 4th, 1776.
Oddly patriotic.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
That's a commercial.
Let's just change the channels. For TV, I watched something that's a little bit older. It came out in 2008. It ran to 2014. The Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
Have you ever seen this?
No.
I had not either. And it's not typically in my vein of like what I would watch. I don't normally watch too much true to life kind of like stuff. Like I don't watch very many like cop shows and all that stuff. I like watching more sci-fi or fantasy, superhero kind of
Wrestling.
stuff. Or that, yeah.
Mitch likes watching muscular, oiled up guys fight for his pleasure.
Dude, ain't nothing as gay as what happens in this show. When they're in prison and jail and stuff, some rough scenes. But the show has an 8.6 on IMDb. I agree with that. It is
I wish I could tell you Andy fought the good fight. I wish I could tell you that.
It is a really good good show. I didn't expect it to be as I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. Although it's overly sad. Like there's a lot of depressing stuff that happens. A lot of people dying that you were just like, oh man, he didn't deserve that. And then there's other people that live way too long that you're like, they need to die.
You should have killed him 2 seasons ago.
The guy or the girl that plays Jax Teller's wife, she pissed me off. She needed to die much sooner. Yeah, I'm just saying. Then there was a guy, Opie. He was my favorite, which he was in Remember the Titans? He was the white guy that gets hit by the car and gets paralyzed.
Oh, yeah.
He's in this. He's a lot older, but he was a good guy in this. I mean, he's none of these are good guys. It's a
out of the cast of characters he was surrounded by, he was the most acceptable.
No, not even that. He was just
Most likable?
he was the most logical.
Criminal.
But it's about a motorcycle club that are gun runners for the IRA, and then they help supply guns to the they call them the 1-9ers, which is the black gang. You have the Mayans, which is the Hispanic gang, and then you had the Chinese. I think they just called them the Chinese.
They didn't have a clue.
I just remember Lin was the leader of them, but I don't remember them because they didn't call them the Triads because that was later on. They had another group of Chinese called the Triads. But basically, the Sons of Anarchy gun run for the IRA. But then stuff happens where they get involved with the cartel, where Danny Trejo is in this show for like a season or so. Stephen King is in one episode. He plays like this creepy mortician kind of guy.
Sounds like something up his alley.
Do you know who Walter Goggins is? The guy from
The Seal?
No.
It's David Goggins.
He was in Justified, not the main character, not Timothy Oliphant, but
the creepy looking dude with the big forehead.
Yeah, he plays a character called Venus Van Dam.
It's a name.
Yeah. It's a character all right too. She has very large bosom. But basically he plays a cross-dresser.
So he's a she?
Yeah, that helps them out, like finding information sometimes.
All right.
It's really funny when he's on the scene because he still looks like himself, just with breasts. He's a big dude compared to the rest of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what Ron Perlman's in this.
Yeah, Ron Perlman, he plays Clay Morrow, which he's actually the leader of the club for a good while. It's got what's her name? The lady that played Peggy in Married with Children.
Yeah. Pamela, no, not Pamela Siegel.
I can't remember, but she's
Katie Seagal.
Yes. She's Jax Teller's mother, which Jax Teller is the main character. And like he finds these letters from his dad, which his real dad, that basically tell him that he was trying to get the club out of gun running and stuff like that before he died, and so that's kind of what Jax Teller's mission is throughout the series, is to try and get his club to where it's just a motorcycle club, and then things ensue that keep that from happening. But I mean, it's a really good show. Every season, it compounds problems on top of one another to where they have more and more to deal with up until the very end. Like I watched all 7 seasons in the last 2 weeks, but it's definitely worth a watch if you've never seen it. If you like any kind of like the real life drama kind of stuff with like true crime kind of things, I think you would like it.
I've seen bits. I just never got into it.
I mean, like I said, I was the same way. They do have one guy, David LaBrava, plays a character called Happy, which he was their advisor, and he was actually in the Hells Angels. But so he keeps the motorcycle club to where they're I guess more authentic, for their feel. So
For the realism.
but it's got a spinoff called The Mayans, which just ended this past season. It had 5 seasons of it. But I really liked this show. I was surprised. I didn't expect to like it.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did. I watched all 7 seasons.
Oh.
In 2 weeks.
All right, well, sheesh.
It happens when you have time in other places.
Clearly.
All right.
Time I don't have.
On to games.
just get our own stylus and or our own stylophone. Everybody just got rickrolled. I played a game. You played a game. Hayden played a game. We all played together. Ultimate Chicken Horse.
It was a very frustrating game
It's
for someone.
very, very frustrating game. It's a multiplayer competitive platform video game developed and published by Canadian studio Clever Endeavor Games. It was released on PC in 2016, PS4 and Xbox One in 2017, and the Nintendo Switch in 2018. So the point of the game is it's obviously a multiplayer platformer where you play as a little chicken horse or an elephant or a raccoon or a sheep or whatever the other little critters are.
The lizard,
It was like the chameleon guy.
raccoon.
And the raccoon. And you play, and there's you have a start point, and the goal is to get to a flag.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the other side of the map.
How's that work out?
Painfully, for some of us. Me. It was BS because Hayden had played this game
Yes.
ad nauseum with his family and his kids.
And he's like, here, let's play this. This will be fun.
And he's just smoking the crap out of us because he knows how fast he has to run, how he has to move, how to go across the levels. Me and Mitch are like newborn deer learning how to walk.
All the stuff that you could set, he knew how it worked and what it did. We were just trying to figure it out.
And eventually it just got to the point where like we were putting stuff just to spite him.
Yeah.
Like just to block. Like he couldn't even jump out of the start point. Like that.
I'll just put up a wall of items where you couldn't
It's
move.
just like you're going to get stabbed, lit on fire, attacked by bees, or fall in the lava. Pick.
yeah.
I mean, graphics are basics. Premise is very basic. But it's a fun multiplayer.
Yeah, it was.
We had a good time
I
playing it.
enjoyed it, yeah. My whole goal was just to inconvenience y'all. I knew I couldn't win, so I was like, I'm going to make it hard for you.
I devolved into that where I was doing good, and then I was like, all right, now I'm in inconvenience mode.
Whenever the bombs would come up to get rid of things, I'd try to grab it so nobody else could blow up my stuff.
Yeah, eventually, like after a couple of rounds, me and Mitch figured out what Hayden would go for, so we would just try to get it. we didn't know any better. We were just like, oh, Hugh needs it. It must be important. So we'll take it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I enjoyed this game, too.
I did. I've seen a lot of videos for like Achievement Hunter, them playing it.
Okay.
Playing Ultimate Chicken and just like going crazy playing it. And I mean, this game does well in a group setting.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not going to play this by yourself or...
that, and even with two players, I mean, it's better with like a big group of people.
Yeah, you need 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
To thoroughly get what this game offers, which is a very basic package of you guys are going to sit there and hate each other, but laugh maniacally while you sabotage each other and just try to get to a stupid flag with a horse with a top hat on.
Naturally.
It's a simple premise. It's a simple life. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
So what would you rate this game?
You know what? I give this game a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I wish I was better at it. I also wish I had the same amount of time Hayden had to play it.
Let's just say platforming stuff is not your strong suit.
I used to be good at platforming.
You had trouble in the menu getting to the right spot.
Because it's poorly designed. What happened to a menu just being you tab and select? I got to get there now? Like, what is this?
You had to platform to get to the different levels to where we could start.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Me and Hank would be waiting for Tom to get to us so we could start the match.
I got there eventually. Shut up.
Anyways, on to news. I know you're all jealous because you can't see us dance to that, but
No one's jealous, Mitch.
I know.
I assure you.
Anyways, for news, I found out for movie news that the DC is actually going to start doing their animated films in theatrical releases.
Good. Those are their better movies. But now they're going to suck because they released them in theaters.
Well, I mean, they're kind of like the, was it Into the Spider-Verse? They're going to start releasing, the first one that they're working on right now is Crisis of Infinite Earths, which is a series of comics that came out in the 80s, but it's the first multiverse level event in comics to where they'll be, it'll be interesting to see how they do in the theatrical release of these movies. I mean, because they are really good, but I can't tell you one that's ever been released in theaters. Other than Phantom...
Mask of the Phantasm.
Mask of the Phantasm.
I was like, I can. I know that piece of trivia. I said I know that piece of trivia.
Also, the Witcher producer has decided that his theory on why the show gets canceled is because of the fans.
Yeah.
It's
He's
canceled.
right.
Well, yeah, because they don't like the product. Because
We liked the product when you had Henry Cavill.
well, even this last season, they said it's so far off from what the actual game was like.
And it's the same thing with Rings of Power.
Yeah.
You force a narrative we didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
You pick people who don't look or act like these characters that we love. Why should I watch your show?
Yeah.
You messed up. It's like if I hire a landscaper to cut my grass and he puts 2 new trees in my front yard and gets the dog pregnant. It's like, that's not what I paid you to do. Don't be mad at me.
I'm confused by that last part. How did he get the
With
dog?
another dog.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
What'd you think?
Well,
what are you, a freak?
I'm just saying.
Get your head out of the gutter.
The next bit of news I have is that Wonder Woman 3 is being developed by Gal Gadot and James Gunn. They're working on coming up with the script and see where it goes from there.
Nowhere.
A lot of people are upset because they supposedly are keeping her as Wonder Woman, but they're mad that Cavill and Affleck aren't staying as Superman and Batman. So
No, they should just get Alexandra Daddario to play Wonder Woman.
maybe. I don't know.
She's got that look.
Also, Loki Season 2 will be coming out on October 6th.
Didn't see season 1.
You had?
No.
No, that's probably one of the better
I don't
shows.
watch the Marvel shows.
Some of them are good, some of them aren't.
I wait for you to tell me about it.
Let's see. Matt Smith is rumored to be possibly playing Mr. Fantastic in the MCU
Really, Matt Smith?
because Adam Driver.
For those of you who don't know who Matt Smith is, well, you probably all know him now from House of the Dragon
Yeah,
because he plays Daemon Targaryen.
yeah.
I knew him before that as Doctor Who when he replaced David Tennant like 15 years ago.
But yeah, supposedly he's rumored to be Mr. Fantastic at the moment.
He can't be Mr. Fantastic. He doesn't have eyebrows.
He's yeah, that's what they're going for at the moment. Did you have any news that you wanted to share before I move on to game news? Anyways,
No, there was something I did see that a new Lego Harry Potter game has been teased.
okay.
They showed a Lego face of Harry with the glasses, and in my mind I was like, you know what? I could go for a good Lego game because I had reviewed not that long ago the Star Wars Legacy or whatever. It was all the Lego, and it just was a cut and paste. Like, just get through it, keep going. It didn't have that pizzazz, you know, where like, you know, you wanted to unlock all these characters. Like, there was like an objective for that game. Like, and it would be like the prequel trilogy, the Clone Wars, all that stuff, and then you have like the originals, and you're playing through missions later. Like, they had replay value to get like these certain things you could use in the game. Like, it made you keep playing it, and it was fun. It was enjoyable. It was It was, you know, comical. It was
It was commies.
It was commies. Communists.
Commies.
I mean, it was just fun, and like, I'd like to see that again. And you know what? I think Harry Potter, they should go for it because they just had a great game with Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay. Yeah, because I hadn't played a whole lot of the Lego games.
I need to get back into Hogwarts Legacy.
Since the Lego Star Wars.
I was having a lot of fun with that until you guys wanted to play something different
Well,
because it was a single-player game.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of boring.
Not when
Anyways,
you're the one playing.
also Nintendo is planning on releasing a console in 2024. I don't know
I knew it.
what it's going to be called, but supposedly they're working on a next-gen console. So
I think they're going to do very well.
they announced that it'll be released in the second half of 2024 at some point.
All right, so it's going to be around the holidays so they can get in on the Christmas sales.
Xbox is going to start streaming or be able to stream through Discord. Like you'll be able to kind of like Twitch. You can stream your games through Discord.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was the other one? Oh, I saw this little bit of news on
No, you didn't.
on Twitch. Dr. Decomposing has yes, that's his name.
It's
He has beaten Elden Ring without being hit using an electric saxophone.
I've seen people do stuff like that. I saw he played some Dark Souls game. He's running around. He was playing with a Guitar Hero controller,
Oh.
and he's going with the buttons.
Dude, I struggle with a regular controller.
I mean, yeah. And he's just over here going like, it just sounds like the opening of Baker Street, and this guy's beating the game. Like, what?
A little bit of other news from Stephen Amell. Supposedly, he's being criticized because of what he said about the writer's strike. Let's see, I'll read it word for word from what he says, because people are mad at him But let's see. Let me find the actual quote. Okay. It says, no, hold on, that's the wrong one. Here it is. It says, he said, I support my union. I do, and I stand with them. I do not support striking. Because, see, I think that is a reductive negotiating tactic. I find the entire thing incredibly frustrating. I think the thinking as it pertains to shows, like the show that I'm on that premiered last night, I think that's myopic. So people took that and basically said that he's horrible. He doesn't deserve to be on TV.
Cancel him.
Pretty much.
Burn his house down.
And, he went back and he's talked about basically how, it's not saying that he is not, doesn't support his fellow, actors and stuff like that. He just thinks that, if you're not, doing the writing, if you're not acting and starring and stuff, then what's being made? You're proving your point by not doing anything, which I can understand that. I mean,
he's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, all this is protected under the First Amendment.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Whether you agree with him or not, it's his opinion. He can say what he wants.
That's a lost point in society where people are allowed to think what they want.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the writer strike either because, you know what? If you're striking as a writer, I'll find another writer. That would be my philosophy. I'll find somebody. If you don't want to do it, there's a bunch of other people that want to. So, striking is kind of counterproductive because if you don't want to do it, somebody else will gladly take your paycheck and do it for you.
Yep.
But that's just me. And then the last bit of news I had, see how you feel about it.
Oh, God.
Warzone is basically re-releasing some of the skins from Warzone 1 in the Battle Pass or in the store.
I saw that. I forgot about it, but I saw it. That's such a cop-out. I'm so done with that game.
This Season 5, they have one of the Warzone 1 operators as part of the Battle Pass unlocks.
That's something I would have to pay money for 2-3 years ago when Warzone 1 was out.
Yeah, and now you have to pay money for it again, either through the Battle Pass or by buying it in the store. For the exact same skin.
That is such bullcrap. Who runs this? Who's the man who's making these decisions?
And also,
because he needs to be just fired.
Also now,
at the minimum, beaten up.
In the kill cam on Warzone and stuff, instead of just banning cheaters, now in the kill cam, they have a little notification. They'll say you were killed by a cheater. Instead of just kicking them out, now you can know you got killed by a cheater.
That's like getting shot. So the guy goes like, "Hey, that guy was hacking." And you're just like laying there, just in your blood, just like, thanks. Or that's like getting shot. So it goes, "Hey, you got shot." It's just like you're like, it's like, duh. It's like, oh, you got killed by a hacker. Oh, gee, I was kind of curious considering I watched the kill cam and a dude 300 meters away suddenly spun 180 with a sniper shot and it fired through a wall and hit me in the face. Yeah, I was a little suspect myself.
Yeah, I was wondering how you would like that.
It's so dumb. And they already announced Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
I mean, are they trying to tank this game?
I think they are. Just like with the original one, they just put up a bunch more crap.
And they promoted the new one so strong. They literally could only go up.
Well, the first Warzone was great until they started changing stuff. The second Warzone, I felt like it was great until they started changing stuff.
Everything from Warzone 1 to the Cold War integration was perfection. It was fantastic.
And then
the dark time. The DMR, the MAC-10, the FFAR, the FARA, the Krieg.
Yeah.
The OTS.
Anything from the new game all of a sudden became so super powerful, so you needed to buy it.
Yeah, they fired way faster. They did more damage. No recoil whatsoever.
Of course not.
Better range. No damage drop-off. You mean you were just shoot dudes in the face twice with the DMR across the map if you were a hacker, and you kill them. Yeah. You'd be like, done. God, they just... Like, what's wrong with them? Like what are they doing? I just don't get it.
Well, I just wanted to make sure we ended this episode on a positive
but what's the thought process of the guy in charge of Activision or whoever is in charge of this nonsense?
Well, he's got to make this game go down in
a blaze of failure?
Basically...
Emotional damage!
He's got to bring this game down so when the next one comes out, it feels that much better. That's my feeling.
And the game's still glitchy. It still lags. It's still not
but
flawless.
You could be Nicki Minaj or Snoop Dogg now.
Oh, well, Snoop Dogg was from, they did that.
Yeah,
in the
they
first,
did it again.
Oh, they're doing it again?
Yeah.
That's great.
So you can be Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj again. or Homelander. I mean, they still have that.
Yeah, or Black Noir or Starlight.
Yeah.
In an online multiplayer shooter based in realism.
Yeah.
Whoever's listening to this, find out who's in charge of Warzone 2, because he needs a talking to. And by needs a talking to, there's going to be a baseball bat involved. Aluminum. I'm going to break his kneecaps.
Tom just looks in such disdain.
Like, my body hurts from this. I had so much fun. I rooted for this game so much. And even Warzone 2 opened up pretty good.
Yeah.
We had fun. The map was way better than Caldera.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, it wasn't like for dance great, but I mean, it had a lot of options. It had a lot to it that you could do a lot with it. You know, it was good.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have people slide canceling all across everywhere, which I know you liked. But I did.
Don't worry,
they're bringing it back.
Yeah, they brought all that back.
I'm happy about that.
You can slide faster. You can shoot faster after sliding. And all that
I'm happy about that because I was good at that.
Yeah,
you weren't. I was.
That pretty much guarantees I'm not playing this game again.
I know. And they're just pooping on it. Pooping on the memory of Verdansk.
Anyways, if you liked any of my top 10 games or have seen Sons of Anarchy playing or played, what was it called?
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yeah, that. Let us know what you think. Let us know about some of the news, what you think about on that on Twitter, social media, other platforms.
Right on a men's room stall. We'll find it somewhere eventually. One day one of us will go to the bathroom there.
If you're listening on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, check us out on the Planet X Network, which is on Roku or Roku app or TV. Let us know how you think with that new platform, because we've only had it for 2 weeks now. So
if you're listening in Hawaii, aloha. If you're listening in Germany, willkommen. If you're listening in France, bonjour. If you're listening in Japan, ohayo gozaimasu.
Hello, mustard.
What? You don't speak Japanese?
Oh, anyways, goodbye.
Bye. Cyclops.
I remember in Extreme 3, he goes, "Hi-oh."
It's you a game podcast. Say hey to me. I was like, we'll be on the show. He's like, I'm serving my country. I'm sitting in a hotel and eating pizza. I'm a goddamn hero.